From the Fox 10 Gulf Stream, this is Next Weather.
Well, hello there, I'm meteorologist Nicholas Herboso. Thank you for checking out the forecast here with us on Next Weather. We're going to start you off in the tropics. We have a few things. We're getting closer and closer to that peak of hurricane season, only a few days away. And we have a few things on the map right now. A couple areas, one way up there in the northern Atlantic. Not really going to worry about that one. Also, one area coming off of Africa. This one probably is going to develop, but it looks like it's going to curve out into the Atlantic. And then there's Lee. Yes, the one that everybody is talking about. And yes, it's worth talking about because it's going to be a very strong storm. Right now, though, it is a Category 1 hurricane. This is as of the 4 o'clock Central Time advisory. Winds of 75 miles per hour. Pressure dropping 991 millibars right now. You can see it here building its shield. You can see on the clouds here how it's kind of gilded. Almost looks like a shield, really, on our colorized satellite. And as it tracks off to the north and west, it is going to get stronger and stronger. Taking a look at the forecast, Pat, you can see it here. Look at the numbers going from Category 1 hurricane right now, quickly strengthening to Category 3, then a major hurricane Category 3, and then to Category 4 hurricane. But look at the direction. Here's the Lesser Antilles. As you can see, we are just north of the Lesser Antilles there. If it does take the southern part of the track, there's going to be possibly some tropical storm conditions here in the islands, but it looks more likely that this thing is going to start to drift north. That is the tendency of tropical cyclones, especially those that are strong, to drift a little bit further north. So it looks like this track has been holding pretty steady, and thankfully the model's holding this track pretty steady as well. But beyond this, there are some question marks, and I want to break it down with one of our forecast models. This is the GFS operational model. And as you can see, north of the islands here, there it is. If it were to take a more southerly track, you would have more tropical storm conditions there. But as this thing tracks off to the north and east, or north and west, I should say, we have a dip in the jet stream here that's going to actually help to pull this thing off to the north. This is not going to take a path like this. There's pretty much no way that that can happen. There's too much weakness up here. So this thing is going to lift. The question is it closer to the coast, closer to Bermuda? And there are still some question marks there. But I want to remind you, this forecast model is like 5 to 7 days out. We have plenty of time to watch this. You will have plenty of time to prepare. So if you're in the Northeast or the Canadian Maritimes, you will need to watch this. Bahamas as well, and any really of the islands. Just keep an eye on this. But we do have time, which is a great thing there. Now turning to our forecast, what do we have? Well, chance for showers and storms. So in the Mobile area, we're going to be dealing with showers and storms in the afternoon hours for tomorrow. That is your Thursday. High temperature in the middle 90s. It's going to feel like a steamy day for sure. I want to break it down with your futurecast. So we have some clouds overnight tonight. And then as we head towards tomorrow morning, we're starting the day mostly clear. And really, it's going to be a clear picture for the morning hours and then going to midday. But once you hit the afternoon, you start to see just a few showers and storms pop up, all thanks to, you can see the wind streams here, the sea breeze starting to happen there. So with this interaction with the boundary, we have the chance of showers and storms across the area on your Thursday. You can see that there. They're firing once again, even later into the day, possibly even lingering into the overnight hours, or at least early overnight hours. And then we start our Friday much drier. So your Thursday, you're still dealing with the heat. We have heat index values in the triple digits, so very close to what we would call heat advisory criteria. That's 108 degrees. It's going to feel very steamy out there. 105 Lukesdale, 104 in Mobile. And taking a look at one of our plots, and if there it goes, it loads in now. So you can see the reds right here. This is the available moisture. So Thursday, we have the moisture in our area, but then there's a change. We have drier air represented in blue here. That starts to move into the area. And look at Saturday. All this blue in here, much less available moisture in the air, meaning the air is much drier. And it's actually going to feel a little better despite the temperatures being quite a bit up there. So here's the next 3 days for you. 40% dropping to 20%, and then no percent on Saturday. But look at that temperature, 94 degrees, feeling much drier out there. And then taking a look at your rip current risk, it might be a good time to get down to the beaches as we head towards the weekend. Look at that low risk for rip currents. And to wrap this up here, your weekend forecast is looking nice. I just wanted to give you a little bit of a sneak peek. Sunday or Saturday, look at this, sunny. So mostly sunny and dry. It looks like it's going to be nice and mostly sunny on Sunday. All right, so we've been talking a lot about the tropics recently, but meteorologist Jennifer Lambros is here, and she's going to give us a little bit of perspective on where we are and what's to come. So here's meteorologist Jennifer Lambros.
As we dive further into hurricane season, we're still expecting more tropical storms, more hurricanes, with potentially some of those being major. Now let's go ahead and talk about the seasonal forecast. We've been keeping you updated with some of these here on Fox 10, and they've even been updated throughout the season. So just a reminder, both Colorado State and NOAA, so the National Hurricane Center, calling for an above average season, possibly 18 or 14 to 21 named storms. Colorado State calling for 9 hurricanes with 611 hurricanes from NOAA, and then also 4 major hurricanes from Colorado State and 2 to 5 major hurricanes from NOAA as well. So really above average numbers, but what we've seen so far in 2023, 13 named storms, 3 hurricanes, with 2 of those being major. Now, as we do take a look at the average season, typically what we see in a year, 14 named storms, 7 hurricanes, with 3 of those being major. So right now, just where we are in early September, already seeing about an average season, but we still have 85 days to go. Now, just a reminder, here's also where we are with our name system so far. Margot, Nigel, and Ophelia will be the next 3 named systems. And then also just keep in mind that as we head further into September, that's where we enter the peak of hurricane season. And that's typically when we see the majority of those storms begin to form and continue heading into the month of October. Luckily, by late October into November, things typically calm down, but storms are still possible. We'll work hard to keep you updated right here on Fox 10, but reporting in studio, meteorologist Jennifer Lambros, Fox 10 News.
All right, thank you for that, Jennifer. Now let's take a look at your 7-day outlook. And we talked about it here. Thursday, you have your chance for rain. And then as we get towards Saturday, drier conditions, drier feeling air out there. Sunday, also mostly sunny. Then going towards the back half of the week, we do have some changes. We're staying warm. We're well above average, or a good bit above average for our temperatures. So that's going to be a great thing. And then you can see the chance of spotty storms. I have one more thing to point out for you, and then we'll leave you on a good note here. Look at our morning temperatures on Saturday and Sunday. Look at this, 70. Yes, so it is going to feel a little nicer, especially in the more drier air out there. So something to look forward to here on the Gulf Coast. And we want to thank you for checking out the forecast with us here on Next Weather.